Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're leaving this Gold Valley campground. Gonna do a few miles. It kind of rained, a lot of thunder and lightning overnight. I'm driving straight into it too. The goal is to get up to Deadwood, South Dakota. Got a reservation up there at the campground. Also, I'm going to cut over into Rapid City, pick up some supplies before I head all the way up there. You can see it's early morning. You know me, I get out early. Looks like everyone in Custer's still sleeping. Even the traffic lights are flashing. That definitely shows small town, doesn't it? Alright, gonna make a right up here at the light. I thought we'd make a little side stop too. We'll see if the weather holds. You can see the pavement's still wet though from the rain. It was peaceful at the campground last night. I thought the road noise being on that highway might get a little busy, but it didn't. Wasn't bad at all. I'd stay there again. I'm actually heading to Rapid City to pick up supplies before I go up to Deadwood. I figured it'd be a good morning. After I seen the weather, I was figuring I was going to get rained out, so I'm going to do some miles. But what do you say? You want to stop along the way and see Mount Rushmore? Heck yeah. Well, let's do it. Rain or shine, we got to see them guys on the hill, huh? Or on the mountain. Speaking of mountains, there's Crazy Horse off to the right. There's the memorial. We were there yesterday. I liked it, especially the visitor center. That is world class, definitely world class. Worth it to me anyway. All right. The cameras make the sky look brighter, but it is super dark right now. Very humid, it's borderline being hot already. All right, not this one. Next road, I believe 244 is what we're looking for. All these little roads zigzag through the Black Hills. Sturgis, just a few days away. We're gonna be there. There you go, Mount Rushmore. 244, yes. Here we go. Then once we go through, was it Rushmore and I think Keystone, I'll truck order Rapid City and then straight up to Deadwood. That's the plan anyway. Oh yeah, that big KOA down here. Wow, they're doing some major bridge and road work. There's that KOA. They got cabins and stuff. You know, I always get asked, can I travel by car? Heck yes. You know, KOAs and a lot of places, you either motel it or You know, one good thing on the KOA, you stay in a cabin. You'll have a little kitchen. I mean, you can have campfires, sit out. A lot better than just staying in a motel. And all by car. Don't have to have an RV or a van or anything. Alright, should be just a few miles up the road. I've been here, this will be my 4th trip along this road. Here comes the rain. I'm getting sprinkled on. You can see it on the camera there. Well, we're stopping no matter what at Rushmore. Be a quick stop, but be fun to see anyway. Pretty rides, taking the road through the Black Hills. We're not super high in elevation, but they're rolling hills, tons of trees. Today we go to Deadwood and Lead and all that. Tomorrow I'm gonna truck up to Spearfish through a canyon. That'll be fun. There's the signs. Yay. Matter of fact, I believe, pretty sure there's a pullout up here that we'll get a glimpse at one of the heads of Mount Rushmore. I believe it's Washington. I need to change camera batteries anyway. Looks like a rental RV. You can rent RVs too. Those little Class C ones. Rent those. A lot of people do that. See the sights, travel around, stay in campgrounds and parks. Then you take the rental back, give it to them, and that's it. Should be getting close to that pullout. The amount of people that come up here, it's in the millions. Absolute millions. Bikers during Sturgis, they love these roads because they can really zigzag their way through here. Okay, I think. Yep, it should be right up here. Been a while, been a few years since I've been up through here. Here it is. Well, let's take a little sneak peek. Plus I gotta change out the camera batteries. There's George hanging out. I'll actually go in this time. We're gonna stop. I'm getting sprinkled on right now with raindrops. Isn't that something? There's part of Mount Rushmore. All right, let's get on in there, check them out. case you're wondering, it's not even 6 a.m. yet. You know me, get out early. Of course, I'm heading over to Rapid City just to get supplies, so I like to be up to Deadwood before noon. Make a left into the park here. You do pay to get in. My senior card doesn't work at Rushmore. 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's our hours here. What we need to do? Oh, you got to get a ticket. Okay. $10 to park. There's no one here. It's just us. Love it. See, I need to stay over here. I gotta park with the RVs. But parking shouldn't be a problem at all this time of morning. You think? See, RVerTV style. Come when no one else is here. Oh, there's one person. There's the entrance. All right. I'll just take one of these right here. One of these long sites. Welcome to Mount Rushmore. Couple raindrops hitting me. Maybe we'll pull this off before the storms hit. There they are. Mount Rushmore. I forget when they did this. This has been a while. One guy's passion started chiseling them out. What a huge memorial, though. Pretty cool. Millions upon millions of people come here. They got their sidewalk sweepers going. Sorry about the noise, but there is Mount Rushmore. We did it. For the rains. All the flags flying. Alright, it was starting to get wet. So from here, let me look at the maps. Cut through Keystone. Then I'm just gonna truck straight into Rapid City. Then from there, I'll probably take like I-90, head up towards Deadwood. Big place. Tons of parking. They got like a restaurant there. Definitely put it on your bucket list. Almost everyone does, to come up here. Mount Rushmore right in the Black Hills. Pretty area though, huh? Alright, here we go. Been through here a few times. Talk about touristy, this is it. They got a wax museum with all the presidents. I filmed here a couple times. I'm not gonna stop this morning in the rain, but bunch of hotels, motels. They do have camping, RV, parks, a little bit of everything. Very touristy. Nothing wrong with it, just they're right next to Mount Rushmore. You can't blame them. But this is what it's like to drive through Keystone. Wood carving there, I remember that. And you got all the rock cliffs. Imagine all the people that have been through here, my goodness. This should be the old town part coming up. Boardwalk Motel. You can see they're just everywhere, motels all over. Here it is. Here's their old town. All the buildings kind of fixed up like the old West. There you go. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Well, from here, I'm just gonna take 16 all the way into Rapid City. Then we're gonna do our original plan of getting up to Deadwood and Lead. I'm gonna head for a big grocery store like a Walmart or something and really stock up. Because once you get up around Sturgis, all you have is small stores. So I'm gonna really load up with water and drinks and that kind of thing. Amazing what a few hours changes. We got blue sky. I got dumped on pretty hard with rain in Rapid City. Got my supplies. Came up I-90. This is 14A. Highway 14A. We're heading into Deadwood. Gonna spend the night up here. There's also another town called Lead, South Dakota. Figured we'd do a little exploring. There's a 76 Pioneer Museum, I believe. Right where the RV park is, too. Busy highway. We're almost up there. Just got about 4 or 5 miles left. Hard to believe, July's almost over. Right at the 1st of August, Sturgis starts their 2024 rally. We've already been on quite an adventure this summer already. Nice and green here, though. Made it. Welcome to Deadwood, South Dakota. Talk about historic and history and mining. You're right in the middle of it, right here. That RV park is off to the left, campground. It's actually their fairgrounds here too. Well, let's do this. We got time. We'll cruise through downtown Deadwood. I want to head up to Lead. There's supposed to be a big open pit mine where they got like a visitor center. We'll do that, and then we'll come back down through town here. Kind of a big loop. I believe it's Highway 85 that we loop around on. We'll figure it out. Huge hotels. I think they even got a casino here. But Deadwood and mining, oh my goodness. If you go online, look, you'll see pictures of way back in the 1800s. Some of these buildings still look the same. Alright, yep, this is it. This is the downtown district. We'll come back the other way once we go up through Lead. It's like a big loop. Here you go. Let's cut on through. Parking is definitely a premium down here, especially in the van. Van's 24 feet long. In a car, you're fine. This is why I like getting out places early. See, you got all the cars and everything you got to fight. In the morning when I leave here, we'll cut through downtown here and check it too. There's some bikes, motorcycles. They'll be everywhere here in about a week. This is a huge part of the Sturgis rally coming up here. They even run buses out of Sturgis to come up here. There's your brick street. The Eagle Bar. Badlands, everything. Buildings look good, don't they? These things have really been restored. There's an old hotel. All the signage. Pretty darn cool. About the end of the downtown area. You can see all the stores, my goodness. Hey, an Elks Lodge. I'm an elk member. What else we got? Another old hotel. I was going to say motel. Oops. Don't tell. And more brick buildings. Okay, we need to cut over. I think I did this once before. If you keep going straight, you end up in residential area. So, one more block. Then we'll head up the lead. Kind of interested in stopping at that big open pit mine. I never have. That's one thing I always missed coming up through here. Wow, cool church, huh? Welcome to Lead, South Dakota. We're up on top of the mountain here. Kind of going off the phone. Let's see. Need to make a left up here pretty quick. We'll cut through Old Town and find this Homestake Visitor Center. Homestake Mine. Looks like this is my street. There's so many road signs I get twisted. 85, 385, 14A. I'll just let the phone tell me where to go. Fun. Like I never get lost, huh? Wow. These are definitely old homes. Up on the hill. Right off the sidewalks. Okay, here's Old Town. That visitor center should be up here pretty quick. Wow. Cool, huh? History. The old clock there. Yeah, these buildings are just in mint condition. Pretty darn neat. Found it. All right, let's go in and check it out. Nice little memorial area. A lot of names on these stones. Pretty flowers. Summertime in the Black Hills. All right, let's head on in. Here's an old cage at the Homestake Mine. Back in the 30s. A lot of displays in here. Wow. This is a big time mine. The Homestake Experiment. What a facility they built here. I'll be darned. Aerial shot of the town. That's an older look. Town history. Black Hills Metropolis. I bet back in the day. Must be part of their research areas. Go figure. Lead the Golden District. Gold claims everywhere. Heck yeah. Black Hills Gold. 1910 is that picture. Old dirt streets. Tie up the horse. In the 1930s, the building started to collapse from all the mining and earthquakes here. That ain't good. Oh man, instant basement. Oh geez. Part of the hazards of this massive mining operation. Imagine sitting there having your cup of coffee. Hello. Women working in the mine. If you get a chance, stop this visitor center for the homestake. There's an old mining bond right there. Black Hills Gold. 8,000 feet underground. Jeez. That is one big hole in the ground. All the roads cut across there. My goodness. That is something. I've looked at it from Google Maps. It's quite a picture up there. All kinds of tunnels, mine shafts. Wow. There's a 3D look of how deep and all the different shafts and everything down in there. Holy moly. Just massive. Cleaning the air. I bet. Moving mountains. Well, they moved one here. They dug it out. 8,000 feet deep. Homestake gold mine. Kind of cool how they did a model of that. Really gives it a perspective. How many feet in a mile? It's over 5,000, right? So 8,000 feet. You're over a mile and a half. Take a ride down there in a cage. Going down? That's something. I think we can get outside here. You can kind of see the tunnel openings. They got to be everywhere over there. They just mined that thing forever. Probably just chasing all the gold veins. Bet they got more than just gold out of it. Just massive. I still think about them houses and buildings collapsing though from earthquakes and the ground cutting out. Couple chunks of rock, some ore out of the mine. All the quartz in it. Don't be fooled by the pyrite. Yeah, fool's gold. That is huge. Wonder if that'd fit in a van. There you go. There's your gold. Get the metal detector out. Do you have what it takes to be a miner? Well, kinda. Cool stop. Glad I stopped here. They were probably researching this forever. They gotta still have things going. Well, right next to Old Town. Put it on the list. Right back to Deadwood. Gonna head for that RV park. Days of 76. It's their fairgrounds. They got RV sites and another museum we're gonna hit today. Here's the other part of Old Town. We're one block over when we went up to Lead. Just more old buildings. Even maintaining the brick street. Made it home for the night. This is called Days of 76 Campground. And they got a museum here, rodeo, all kinds of cool stuff. Let me go get checked in and we'll go check out the museum. Lots of empty sites. She said they are filling up fast, so next week when Sturgis starts, they're sold out. Everything in the Black Hills gets sold out then. I found this online. This was last minute when I was searching around Deadwood. There's a KOA and stuff, but I thought this would be kind of cool. Plus, it's right next to this museum. Heck yeah. Well, let me get set up and then we'll take a little walk. It is so humid. I guarantee we'll get rain tonight. You can just feel it. All right, let's go on in. Rodeo everything here. There you go, gun raffle. There's an old wagon full of supplies. Heading to the mines. Go dig that gold. How Deadwood started all back in the 1870s. There's gold in the hills. Everybody came then. There you go. There's some of them old pictures I was talking about. If you look at the style of the buildings, they're still there. Must be their annual event, the 76 days or something maybe, huh? It all started in 1924. Just an old style western town. See, this kind of local history is priceless. And all the covered wagons, people on the streets cheering. The historic days of 76 parade. Pages of history. All the old pictures. Horse-drawn wagons. The lady at the counter told me in the basement they got some of the wagons here that they used in their parade. We'll have to go down and check them out. Deadwood Dick. Old pioneer from here. Carried your rifle. Few others. Wondered what they'd think if they seen it now. Poker Alice, there you go. Gambling at the saloon. Potato Creek Johnny. Preacher Smith. Oh man. Pretty crazy times. Wild Bill Hickok. What a picture. They all gathered together. That was a big deal back in those days to get your picture taken. Nowadays it's a cell phone and selfies. Famous and infamous characters. Okay. That's cool. Once again, local history. More about the parade. That'd be fun to attend one of these. Presidents and movie stars. 1927, President Coolidge came here. We seen that too in Custer at that museum. All the ladies with their fine dresses. Side saddle. Had the right side saddle. That had to be uncomfortable. More pictures of the parade. Sixteenth annual Day of 76, 1939. All got their guns on. The band's there. Everyone's standing up to get their picture. That's cool. That is true saving history right there. Big panoramic pictures where they stitched together all the photos. That's quite the art form for photography to do that. I've never been to a big time rodeo. I've seen a few like at county fairs and that kind of thing. One of these days. Well, it's a big part of their life here. Cool saddles, old spittoon. That's quite the artwork on its own, right in the leather, huh? Uh-oh, bullfighters. And the clowns, huh? Keep the riders safe. Now, would you actually get on the back of that thing and say, let's go? Nope. Maybe at the steakhouse. Wow. Big old antlers on that. And there's our bison. Big old mirrors, cabinets. Bunch of old items from the old days. Pretty good gun collection. A lot of rifles. Some of them look new, don't they? Let's go find that downstairs area. Look at that. Few rigs already came in. Pretty neat, the campground's right here. All right, let's check out a few wagons. Now, a lady, when I came in, said these are still used in their parade. They pull them out. So they're in working condition. They do. They look brand new. What a bright yellow. There's your fire wagon. There's your fire department. Old time RV right there. Hitch up the horse. Away you go. Got the water barrel on the side. That must be quite a parade when they have all these wagons in it. That one's got a Illinois address on it. Wondered if they're sponsored dump wagons from doing construction. Just like a dump truck, huh? And a very important one, Gold Nugget beer. Grab a barrel of beer. Yeah, these are well displayed. Well, Deadwood is a very popular destination. A lot of people come here. You can easily come by car. You don't need no RV. If you're cruising around the Black Hills, definitely stop in, check out this Days of 76 Pioneer Museum. That one's even got a little stove in it for the post office. Stay warm while you're delivering that mail. Oh, look at this. It cost 56 bucks. Back in the day, for $56, you could have owned this wagon from the early 1900s. Big old brake pad on that wheel. That's kind of cool. More pictures of it being in a parade. Well, pretty darn neat. Uh-oh. All museums has a hearse buggy. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. Yikes. 4. Oh my goodness. That one has no wheels on it. All the flags and banners and big old belt buckles. All the different years. Those are huge, aren't they? This is where we started, did the whole loop. Head back for the van. I'm kind of tired. We've had a big day, been on the road since early. Few clouds rolling in. As humid as it is, it's gotta probably dump some rain later. Keeps the grass green now. There's the office. Deadwood Wild West. Gold, guns, and grit. Yeah, I didn't notice these storyboards here. Finished log cabin architecture in Deadwood. Oh, so this building must be their office here. That's definitely a true log cabin. They had like a little gift shop inside too. Very, very nice people run this. Very friendly. Yep, all redone, restored. What a day from Custer up to Mount Rushmore. I haven't ran into Rapid City. Got supplies. Miles wise, it's not a lot. But the roads around the Black Hills are kind of windy and slow. Be in Sturgis here before I know it. There's the van. Air conditioner is on and cooling. Got the e-bike out, but I'm tired. I'm not gonna ride it here. Tomorrow we're gonna go up to Spearfish, so get a little rest. We're out of here in the morning. Good morning. We're off to Spearfish, South Dakota today. Very scenic drive through the Spearfish Canyon. And there's even a fish hatchery we're gonna check out. It's right around 6 a.m. Getting out early. Let's cruise through Old Town once more on our way out. Shouldn't be as many cars as yesterday. Maybe we can see the buildings a little bit better. There you go, empty streets. Even the signs are still lit up. Surprisingly, it did not rain overnight. Heard thunder. That kind of stuff maybe up in the hills a little bit, but right here it did not rain. So that was good. Sturgis will start up in just a few days. That's where I'm heading after all this. Alright, well, I thought it'd be worth one more little trip through here. See the buildings a little bit better. We're going to cut right back up through Lead. This time we're not cruising through town up there, though. We're going to keep right on trucking. I drove that Spearfish Canyon a few years ago, and it was beautiful then. I'm sure it will be today, too. There's a waterfall up there called Bridal Veil Falls. We'll find it. Okay, need to make a right here. $18.76 is 76 days. Had to figure out sometime when that parade is. That might be something to see. Besides just the motorcycle rally. Alright, we're on 14A West. I believe we stick on that. Clear up the Spearfish. This is Lead. We're going to go straight instead of turning up here. That Homestake Mine Visitor Center, I looked online a little bit last night, and they've done a lot of research there. It's a very active facility. There's a lot more to it than just that visitor center. Wow, that's a big school up there, isn't it? That thing's huge. Alright, should be just a few miles out, and we're gonna then start trucking up towards the north. Right into good old spearfish. This is our last day in the Black Hills. We're out of it now. Once we get up spearfish. Alright, well, I'm just gonna stop when I see something cool. Do a little sightseeing all the way up to spearfish. Oh, look at this thing. Honest Abe, big old statue of him. I seen a thing on TV about these. I think back east in Virginia, there's a whole park. Let me stop a second. Must have been a campground or something here. There's a ski lodge up here. Ski slopes. I remember seeing something on those things. That is huge, isn't it? Can't go back in here. Well, at least we got to see old Abe one more time. Hi, Abe. Alright, I gotta change camera batteries and we'll keep trucking. Go find that canyon. Big, tall trees. A lot of lumber goes out of here. Everything looks pretty healthy. Okay, we're dropping down the mountain. We're looking for Cheyenne Crossing. Here it is. Yay. And this is still when we turn 14A. Yep. 85. That would take you straight back over towards Wyoming. Which we're not far from the Wyoming, South Dakota state line. Okay, this is called Spearfish Canyon. I drove it a few years back. Very, very pretty. That Bridal Falls is up here. Bridal Veil Falls. A couple other things. Miles wise, it's not that far getting up here to Spearfish. Oh, the motorcycle guys, they love this road. It's nice and flat and windy. Quite a few cabins and homes back in here. How'd you like to live here, huh? Heck yeah. And even better, bring your gold pan. That Spearfish Creek, I bet, is full of gold. Black Hills gold. There's an A-frame cabin. Probably a lot of them are those, what they call them, Airbnb rentals and stuff. See the creek down there. Matter of fact, on the maps it shows there's a dam up here. We'll stop. Check it out. Oh yeah, here's that little, it's like a little reservoir. I believe it was a power dam at one time. You want to stop? Heck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get parked. Spearfish Creek. What a day to forget your gold pan. A lot of trees laying down over there. Maybe they timbered through here. Here it is. I kind of remember this. Your RVerTV Zen moment. Listen to the water roar. Little red berries on that plant. Pretty through here, isn't it? Pretty sure that was an old-time power plant. And with all the water, we got some flowers. Little white ones. They're happy. They get a lot of water. Wow, that is full of green don't know if that's algae or just weeds. That is thick. I wouldn't want to swim in that. Probably full of fish though. See the reflection right off the water. Oh, I've seen a fish. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. There's a few in there. Back in the day, there's the big valve. Or let the water run right through this little building. Fun little stop though. Definitely bring a little lunch. Enjoy the water, the waterfalls. Looks like they might even have a couple hiking trails here. Pretty, very pretty place. I spotted a storyboard. Yay. More flowers. Big old rocks. Bet that bridge has seen a few floods flowing through here. They get snow, so even snow melt, I bet. Look at this little sign hidden back here. What have we got? Oh, it's about the trails. And the building, yeah, it was part of the hydroelectric system here. They reclaimed everything in 2006. Now it's a fish pond. And there's more waterfalls up the road. Oh, that trail goes a long ways. If you're a hiker, it's quite a hike, but why not? Go all over in here. Roughneck Falls. Oh, I think that's a dirt road you gotta take to get in there. Look at that guy fly fishing. I bet it's world class here. Alright, well, what do you say? Keep the wheels turning. Here's that town that was on the map. Couple storyboards. Well, we'll stop for a minute. I want to get up to that Bridal Veil Falls. I think that'll be our best bet to see something good. But let's check it. Well, another map just like the other one. There's Spearfish Falls Trail. 1.5 miles, but yeah, that's a dirt road. I ain't taking the van up that one. We'll go up to that Bridal Veil. That'll be good. What else we got? Spearfish Canyon offers a story in the pines. All the hydroelectric they generated. Fishing. I'll guarantee you they gold mined. Panning that gold. Yep, guarantee you they did. And they protect the area, all the trees, the wildlife. That's a good thing. All right, let's keep on rolling. Kind of out here by itself, that restaurant. Gotta have camping in here somewhere. Big old rock cliffs right through the canyon. So this would be the South Dakota version of the Grand Canyon. Alright, this is the Devil's Bathtub coming up on the right. There's the power plant. I think this is all owned by the mine. We're gonna stop and check it out. Bridal Falls right up the road. Yay! Hydro 2 game production area. So this has all been saved for wildlife. Look at all the no's. No camping, no fireworks, no fires, no nothing. Just enjoy the scenery. That's all right. Go check out the water. What do you say? That is crystal clear. How clean that looks. Oh, I see little fishies in there. What a day to forget my fishing pole. Pretty area. You'd almost get in there with a net. Limited harvest fish area. Well, up in Spearfish, we're gonna go to that fish hatchery. It's supposed to be a big one. We'll be up there in just a little bit. Well, back in the day, that was electricity for spearfish probably, and lead. That big mining operation, they needed a lot of power. They figured out how to get it. That's quite a ways. Back to lead in that big mine. Shows you the big business that mine was. Can't get in it, it's all fenced off and gated. Looks like they just diverted the creek right through there. $1917's the date on that building. Homestake Mining Company. All right, well, let's go find us a waterfall. Here it is, right here, off to the right. Let me get parked over here. Got a little viewing platform. Cool. Nice viewing area set up here. Busy highway though, gotta be careful. There's the old Spearfish Creek. Still think there's gold down there. Don't get me going. Alright. Enjoy the waterfalls. Bridal Veil Falls, old pictures, clear back in 1900, 1910. All the old pioneers used to come out here. Especially, I bet, when they had that power plant going. Morning. Good. How are you guys? Well, too cool for school. Let's keep on trucking. Next stop, Spearfish, that fish hatchery. That'll be kind of fun. D.C. Booth Historic National Fish Hatchery. One of the oldest ones in the West. It's got really good reviews. I think there's even an old mansion we can go through up here. Trout habitat. Well, that sounds good for dinner. What do you think? Baked? Fried? What? Oh, look at all of them. Future fillet of fish, huh? Wow, they got big ponds here. Those ducks, those bums over there, they're waiting to steal their food. Alright, well, we'll just wander around. What do you think? Heck yeah. This place is huge. There's a map of it. Different ponds. Oh, they sell fish food. Oh, we got to get a bag. Got to feed these guys. Those are some pretty big fish. They're definitely well fed here. They probably get released all over the area. Would that sign say one of the biggest hatcheries in the West? There's your fish facts. Well, I think some tartar sauce and maybe a grill would be good. Oh, look at the duck. Look at that bum. He's up there just quacking around there. Well, want to try to feed some? This ought to be fun. Whoa, look, that one's huge. Morning. Look at him go. They called this a raceway. I never heard that before. Oh my goodness. Look at all those fish. That is wild, huh? Let's see. Go, Ort. Oh, goodness. Well, it's fun. Just walk around, throw them some food. Heat's picking up. It's getting pretty darn warm. Well, let's see. Go find that mansion. Look at them guys. That's fun. I'd do this all day. Being out of the Black Hills a little bit, we got rid of some of the clouds. I-90 runs right through Spearfish. Hatchery building. Must be their offices or something there. Oh, it's a museum, but it's closed. Here you go, a train car. Department of Commerce train car. Fish car era. 1873 to 1947. So they hauled fish in that thing. Wow, never heard of that either. What a job, huh? Hauling fish on a railroad all around the country, probably.
Good morning. How are you? Can you do me a favor or just leave the fish food?
Yeah.
Although I think you're not like a kid.
Throw it all over.
Have you ever been here before?
No, first time. Yeah.
Well, welcome to fish car number 3.
Thanks.
This is a replica. There were 10 that the federal government had in service from the late 1800s to the last one was in the 40s, 1940s. Number 3 went until 1929. And the sole purpose of them was to
Haul fish.
haul fish. Now the original...
All over the country, or
Yeah, from here they'd go as far as Montana, but this car was not designated for here.
yeah.
So this car went from California to Maine and down south.
Then the guy slept up there.
Yeah, so what it had was, it had a captain whose quarters are up there. He had his own bed. You had 3 messengers who had the job of taking care of the fish, loading up the fish, offloading the fish, and a cook. Now, since
Did
this
they
is-
eat fish?
Yeah, they were this big. Now, the original, these fish boxes
Uh-huh.
would have come out to here,
Oh wow.
but for accessibility reasons,
Yeah.
when they redid this.
Well, isn't that cool?
That's a nice box.
Oh, you got air conditioning.
Yeah. I don't think that's historically accurate though.
Yeah. I doubt it.
And the captain had his own bed. And he would schedule, coordinate stuff. And then there was a cook.
Pretty darn amazing.
And the newest addition is the chandelier. There's eventually going to be all 4 lights will have it. That has 274 plus parts that were all hand fabricated.
Is that right?
Yeah. And it was by the person, Roger, who did most of this interior work.
What?
I can't even cut 2 pieces of wood the same length. Using the first one as a template.
You from Spearfield?
That's a boiler, and its main purpose was to power an air compressor.
Keep the fish going. Huh?
Yeah.
So wait, you come here in the summer?
This is my first year here. During the winter, I go Everglades National Park as a ranger.
Never heard of a fish train car. What a life. Here's your Fish Hall of Fame. I'll be darned. Old boat motor. Trophy fish up on the wall. Invasive species. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they come in and take over lakes. That's why they always want you to clean their boat if you're bringing in from a different state. There's a lot here at this park. This is pretty darn cool. Must be all their offices here. Another map of the area. Definitely first class. Yeah, that's their offices. Fish and Wildlife Service. U.S. Department of Interior. Oh, there's that mansion.
So they had the railroad go through, and you'll see a big, huge brick building that was Hearst's building. He took the water from the canyon, diverted it to Lead, and then let the farmers have the tailings and spearfish.
Yeah.
So you'll see that big brick building. That's what it is. And 2 years, two consecutive years, across the canyon was a tornado. And you'll
The
see
Booth
trees every
House.
once in a while, you know, 'cause
Must
the-
had something to do with the fishery,
It's amazing.
the hatchery.
Well, thank you. What was the name of that? Or no?
Cheyenne's Crossing.
She'll remember.
Number one, which is what this building was called in 1905 when it was built at a cost of $5,000. All the woodwork at the time would have been dark brown. So people who lived here got to paint and paper, do what they wanted with the house when they were here. D.C. Booth lived here from 1905 to 1933 with his wife and 2 children. They lived above the museum in the second-story turret until this house was built. He came in 1899, married in 1901, and had 2 kids.
And he was what?
He was the first superintendent here.
Oh, okay.
He came from New York via Michigan, and he was the youngest superintendent for the fisheries at the time. Now, in 1977, the hatchery was closed down because it's not a modern facility. We weren't hatching anymore. So the people of Spearfish got together, created the Booth Society, and the Booth Society has furnished this back to the 1900s. Superintendents took all their stuff with them when they left. Ruby came from Michigan as a single girl to teach at the normal school, which is Black Hills University. But once she got married, she couldn't work outside the house anymore, so she had to have her lessons in here. In 1933, the federal government mandated federal workers retire after 30 years. Booth had almost 40 years in, so he had to go. That's his retirement home, which is adjacent to this property at the top of 3 buildings now.
Nice place, huh?
These 2 girls are Ruby's granddaughters. They're both Catherine's girls. Okay. And this one they come for Booth Day. We have a big celebration in May for Booth Day.
Still alive?
Yeah, she's 90, she's 88. This one came and said, I hated that picture. I always hated that picture. They made me take that picture. I do not knit. I have never knit in my life.
What a pretty place.
And this is Ruby, that's Catherine, and that's Edward. The sink is the only piece original to the kitchen. Everything else has changed over time. You can peek down the stairs if you want. It's a solid stone foundation. Originally it was a coal-burning furnace, then it switched to natural gas when the natural gas company agreed to bring up the pipes for free. It saved them a lot of money. Out back we have Ruby's garden. Ruby was the entertainer, D.C. Booth was the workaholic. She entertained a lot of people because this was one of the only houses in town with central heat, indoor plumbing, and electricity. In 1899, he got a shipment of fish from Leadville, Colorado. He had just dug trenches and put slats on either side, and within a week it washed out because of the flooding. So then he started going to Yellowstone for 10 years. He'd go to Yellowstone to get fish and bring them back and hatch them. They would catch the train to Gardner, Montana, and then truck the 300 miles down to Yellowstone. This boat right there weighs 5,000 pounds. It was made in Michigan and transported by rail car to Gardner, Montana, and then they had to get it down to Yellowstone. And when they got it down, when they got to Yellowstone, to the left is Catherine's bedroom. Catherine was their daughter. She was born in 1904. Opposite her bedroom is the Booth's bedroom. Have you heard the saying, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite?
Yeah.
That comes from the mattress, the bed in Catherine's room. You'd have to tighten the ropes every night, and the bed bug parts would come from the mattress, which would either have been straw, horsehair, or feathers.
That is wild.
And both of their bedrooms have a window in the closet like the window above my head. The next room's Edward's bedroom. He's born in 1902, went to West Point Academy, flew for the Air Corps, then went to Panama to fly for Pan American Airlines, and ended up opening his own business in Deadwood, Texas. The last room is the sewing room. It's the brightest room in the house. The outside porch would have been used on hot nights when the house was not cooled down. They'd sleep outside. And the bathtub in the bathroom is original to the house. And the floor is the only floor in the house that has been replaced.
That lady was perfect. What nice people that work here. They're a husband and wife team, I think. Well, too cool for school. I still got a little fish food left. We gotta go feed a couple more. Definitely wasn't expecting all this. Right here in Spearfish. All the stonework, manicured lawns, conserving America's fisheries. Quite a few. Look, there's none in what is that, Kansas? Nebraska? Wow. Personally, I've never been a huge fisherman. I've always enjoyed it every time I ever went. Been a lot of years. Ought to get one of them little collapsible poles. Keep it in the van. Well, which one should I feed? There's those concrete troughs. What'd they call it? A raceway. Raceways. So they farm the fish. Let's see if the ducks come get it. Look at them bums. They're just waiting. Yep. Bunch of quackers, aren't they? What the ducks don't get, the fish do underneath. Them guys are just up there watching them. Their bellies are probably full. They eat so much here. It's very relaxing here. I'm really kind of enjoying this. Be out of that van for one thing. All I do is drive. Very relaxing here. So if you're up here in the Black Hills playing around, especially around spearfish, check this thing out. Alright, them guys got the last of it. I'm out. That was fun. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for free newsletter. Putting one out twice a month now, which you can find articles, all kinds of cool stuff on previous travels and also up and coming destinations. Plus got a merch shop, the Armchair Traveler series. Mugs, t-shirts, hats, all of it's out. Well, I got a few short days left before I got to be over in Sturgis. Maybe we're real close. What do you think? Want to sneak up to North Dakota? Heck yeah. Journey never ends. Talk soon.